Hi, you guys. Today I'm talking about Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 10, Episode 9. I'm not going to talk about everything in order. I'm just going to talk about things that, happened on the show, on different characters that was on the show. And we're going to just go from there. If you want to see, like, full reviews, check out Color Me Pink, Scotty from Mrs. Still Standing, Forest Rocks, Ashley Miller, Bondi Blue, Spill It Boy TV. Yeah, check those YouTubers out, and you'll enjoy yourself. So I want to talk about, okay, Tahiri left Erica's party at the beginning, and she was really like, to them, she wasn't being herself. She was, the way they said she popped off, she just really wasn't being herself. I said the way she popped off was warranted because Jonathan was coming for her, and it is what it is. But she left the party. The party was kind of basically over anyway. Um, so Erica goes to go see Tahiri, and she like, you ain't picking up my phone calls. Like, what's going on? She was like, I really didn't want to talk to nobody. They talked about kind of briefly about Jonathan or whatever, but then she basically was like, that's not what's wrong with you. What's really wrong with you, Tahiri? And Tahiri was just basically start crying and let her know that she had a cancer scare and she don't know what's going on. So she has to get her breast checked. So Erica is like, girl, I'm your friend. You're not here alone. I'm going to go be with you. I'm going to go support you. So they go to the doctor and she gets a mammogram. And she's really, really nervous about that. And so when the doctor come back, she was like, well, we saw something in the mammogram. We need to do a biopsy. And that even scared Tahiri a little bit more. And that can be very, very, very scary. If you guys know, I went through the same thing happened to me. Was that 2013? Yeah, I believe it was 2013 when I had 14. Somewhere around there. Shit, it's been a minute. But I still had a pain nonetheless. Um, but when I first found out about my tumor in my face, and they was trying to figure out if it was cancer, I went through so many different emotions. I went through so many different emotions. Then I found out, I was by myself when I found out that I even had the tumor. Then to have to go to do the biopsy, I had to go by myself because my babe had to go to work, and I couldn't stop his bag. I don't. I have friends, but I didn't have friends that can go with me at the time because most of my close friends work. So I did all of that by myself. So I got Tahiri. Tahiri was like, I'm by myself. Like, I take care of myself, stuff like that. Thank God, like, once I came home, my babe was there for me, and he talked me through it and stuff like that, and not to give up and stuff. But I had to, I'm telling you, you go through so many emotions just waiting. And Tahiri must got some good insurance or some good money because I didn't get my answer back in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I got my answer back, I think, the next week or whatever. And I'm like, so just imagine my damn anxiety was through the roof, and I was still having to maintain and walk through and act like nothing was wrong type of situation certain days. So I get it. So then she ended up getting her results back, and the cancer wasn't benign, but she needs to still come back in 6 months to make sure she check again. And I'm glad that Erica was there for her. I'm really, that just showed a lot of about Erica, that she was there for her. Them being there and talking, it wasn't really about camera. It was about them being there for each other as friends. So I like that. Chrissy and Olivia. When I seen Chrissy meeting up with somebody from her past, I'm like, who's from her past? But then I don't follow the commercials and the trailers and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't know Olivia was coming back. When it be saying what's coming up next week, a lot of times I don't watch because I be really wanting to see the reaction that week. I don't want to see the previews or whatever. Um, so to see Olivia come back, and I was like, okay, cool. I like Olivia. I didn't have no problems with her when she was on this show. But apparently Chrissy did. Apparently Chrissy was still mad at Olivia after they left or whatever, because Chrissy and Yandy was beefing, and Olivia didn't say what Chrissy wanted her to say as far as being on her side and saying that Chrissy wasn't wrong. But I'm like, oh, you got to be a real friend to be able to take what your friends say and say you were wrong. You know what I mean? So that's what I don't like about Chrissy. And I like Chrissy, but I don't like that people can't say when she's wrong or say something that she did out of line without her holding a grudge toward them or hating them or something like that. Like, you need to be able to take that criticism from your friends. If that's how she felt that you were in the wrong, so be it. She feel like you were in the wrong. Like, now you asked her, why do you feel this way? You know what I mean? But you don't just, well, if you're real friends, you don't just cut her off. So they talked about that, but I'm glad that they moved past that, and they noticed that they grown, they moved past that, they're gonna be there for each other. Olivia says she's in town because she wants to get back to her music. Her mother had passed away. I remember seeing that on the Shade Room when it happened. But I think she got married too. But they were talking about that and how she just want to get back in music, and she's working with Fresher. And when she said him, I said, why? Why? But then we find out why. Fresher wants to meet up with Olivia and steal Olivia the way Rich stole Janoski from him. And I'm like, he didn't steal him. And then Olivia ain't even his artist no more. So this is stupid. And Olivia, why do you want to be used to get back on TV? That's going to make me look at you some type of way, that you're willing to come back to be used, especially when this dude told you kind of like that. And I'm like, girl, now you get what you get from this low life ass buster. He's like a buster. Regardless of, girl, you work with him, you want to work with him just because he got songs for people? Not what his work ethic is. Then she said he like Busta Rhymes. I said, Busta who? Where? No, that's a lie. Because when y'all was singing together in that studio, I was like, whew, thank God for auto-tunes and other instruments, because she sound okay, but he sound whack as shit. He sound whack as shit. Anyway, I wasn't here for that. Then he invites Rich Dollars to the studio. Rich come in, he all excited to see Olivia and shit, and then she turned around like, why you do me like that? Well, now I'm like, this how we starting this conversation? So I was glad that Fresher excused himself, but then she started going off about he stole money from her because of a song that people said that he got paid for. He was like, it was my song. I said, okay, now, I keep telling y'all girls to watch what you sign. Watch these dudes that feed you all these lines saying we're friends or we're family and this and that. And then when it's time to get paid, you're the ones being asked out. Because y'all thinking these dudes are family and wouldn't do y'all like that because y'all or whatever. And then when the money comes, then y'all crying. Same thing happened with Trina. She said that Jillian was her family and she wouldn't think he would do her like that. But then you get these contracts and then your name ain't nowhere on it. I'll be like, bitch, what was you thinking? And you grown and you been in the business for a minute. Because, bitch, you was with G-Unit before you was with Rich Dollars. And you figured out how they did you or how you felt with them. So why would you not do proper paperwork with Rich Dollars? Like, come on. Rich was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Then she was like, your close friend, your boy, whatever, your people. And then that's when he said Cisco name. And I'm just sitting there like, we gonna bring everybody back. We gonna bring all of the Love and Hip Hop cast in one season. I don't want all these people. I don't want to. Why is all these people coming back? And y'all might as well be pretty guns and all them back if this gonna Amina, like, are we gonna bring all them back? Is Brittany gonna come? No, y'all talked about it, but y'all ain't gonna bring her back at all. Is Bianca gonna come back? Shit, she got that whack ass song with Papoose. It's Papoose song, and it's featuring Bianca. And I'm like, girl, so now you went to doing hooks and a song whack. Just saying, Papoose got too much bars to be singing that whack ass song. So I don't know. Anyway, Brittany, let's talk about her. She's dealing with this stuff with Brittany Taylor, and she don't want to go to jail. She don't want to go to court. She don't want to deal with this shit. She ain't got time for this. She want to get into her music, but it is what it is. And they basically telling her like, girl, you are a celebrity. Like, people are gonna keep coming for you. You need to know how to deal with it. On all this stuff. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, people are gonna come for you. You have to know how to deal with it as a celebrity. So I get where they coming from. But I get where she coming from. If I didn't do it, I'm gonna fight it. Because like she said, if she confess and say, oh, I'm guilty, that girl can sue her. So I would have fought it too. Now I don't want to go to jail because that bitch gonna say, I could do a year, I did 7. I was like, too cute for that shit. I don't want to do that. Fuck what you talking, girl. You trying to play hard, okay. But when that goddamn judge say a year, your ass is gonna buckle. I don't give a damn. Don't nobody want to do a year or 7. Like, girl, stop. Pap was like, oh, hell to the no. Like, girl, you, no. So, yeah, that's with that. I hope, well, they wasn't dismissed, so I don't know why we're talking about it. Anyway, Yandy. Fake ass Yandy. Let me tell y'all something, because when it comes to having a relationship, I have a problem with Yandy. Yandy puts her business before her man, and to me, that's a problem. This is the man you love. Oh, but I forgot they had a fake marriage, so they probably don't really love him. I don't care. I be thinking that Mandisi is gonna break up with Yandy by the next season or the next 2 seasons. They gonna be breaking up, or they gonna be having family problems or something. Because when you know your man is gonna be mad and you still do something, it's a problem. When you do something knowing it can still risk your man freedom, it's a problem. Like I said, I think she does a lot of things to be this cookie cutter good girl in the world's eyes. And I'm sitting there like, for the sake of your husband's freedom? Fuck that. So she talks to Mandisi, and Mandisi tell her that he can't get out of jail because he thinking about it's because where his paperwork is a prison that she protested and got maced or whatever. So that's why he think he's not out. So after that, she has to talk with Jamila, and Jamila tells her how she wants her to go to Mississippi, I believe it was, to a jail because they're being treated wrong. They had rodents everywhere, all on the food, people dying, people dead, just wrong ass stuff in a jail that needs to be addressed, that needs to be dealt with. But Jamila want Yandy to go to be the face of this reform stuff and go protest and all that kind of stuff. She tells her about Mandisi, but then Jamila was like, just talks her into it. She basically talks her into it. And I'm sitting there like, so we see where your loyalty lies, bitch. Because your man just told you that he think he's still stuck in jail because of you protesting. So you like, fuck it, I'ma still go. And I feel sorry for the people in jail. I feel sorry for the families affected. But don't call me selfish. Don't call me mean. But I'm not going to risk my man's jeopardy, his freedom, his nothing for people I don't know. I'm not. Not for people I don't fucking know. They kill people in jail. So I would want my husband home. I would do everything in my power to make sure my husband is home. And you're stopping him from being home because of what you're doing. I don't know. Then you go, and then all of a sudden Jamila couldn't go. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I see something wrong in that. Because y'all are Yandy. A lot of y'all are Yandy fans, and it is what it is. But like I said, I just see something wrong with, I'm not going to risk my man fucking freedom of coming home for other people. I would have been like, you got to find another fucking face. You got to, I don't know what to tell you. Then y'all get all the way down there and y'all couldn't even get the meeting with the mayor at all. So it was like, bitch, what? And then Matt and DC got to stay a little longer, then what? Even though we had seen him, he out, and we saw the video and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not risking my man. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about Love and Hip Hop New York. Make sure you're checking out my Love and Hip Hop Miami review as well. And follow me on all social media sites by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see. If you don't, it's okay. I ain't gonna be mad. I don't do this shit for numbers. I do this because I like talking to y'all. So, y'all tell me what y'all think, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.